Hello and welcome to the Otaku Network podcast. My name is Steve.
I'm David.
And we are into week 5 of the 2025 summer anime season.
And we're also on episode 69 of the podcast. You know what that means? Summer Hikaru died.
This week on the Summer Hikaru Died, we begin with Yoshiki's sister Kaoru being persuaded through her own fear and terror to not bathe, as in another well-known yokai, the wig monster, or whatever it's called, is inhabiting the wig ghost is inhabiting their bathroom. The rest of her family can't see it, but that doesn't stop her from putting her foot down and refusing to clean within the house. The following day, during home ec class, they are making fried chicken, and Hikaru notices Yoshiki having an interesting reaction when dealing with the raw chicken. When he questions Yoshiki about it, Yoshiki talks about how it reminds him of what it felt like that time he stuck his arm inside of him. At which point, Hikaru, being the explorative youth that he is, offers to meet in a abandoned classroom and do it again. So we cut to the scene after school in the darkened classroom, and the two boys are getting a little bit more intimate with each other. This time, Hikaru has reciprocal intimacy and begins to touch Yoshiki, at which Yoshiki recoils in horror and kind of reminds him about consent. Afterwards, the two boys are with their sporty classmate. I don't think we know his name yet, or I didn't note it. The one who asked them and the two girls that they know to walk through the forest one day. They're helping him to get a stuffed animal out of a claw machine, and Yoshiki brings up his sister seeing the wig ghost, at which Hikaru offers to come over to his place and do a little bit of exercising. Yokai on yokai combat. They come to Yoshiki's place and it's empty, and Hikaru enters combat with the yokai in the bathroom. Waiting gets the best of Yoshiki, and after a while of impatiently finding out if Hikaru is able to defeat the beast, he enters the bathroom to find Hikaru submerged in the tub. And when he enters the water to try to revive him, resuscitate him, the other yokai takes this opportunity and takes over Yoshiki's body and uses Yoshiki as both a shield and a weapon against Hikaru. After a little bit of struggle, Hikaru is able to banish the yokai from his friend, but it escapes before he can destroy it. The combat kind of mirrored a fight that the two had gotten into when they were younger over the death of a crow that they were jointly caring for that they had found, digging into some assumedly long buried wounds between the boys and putting the escaped wig ghost behind them. They enjoy the rest of their evening as Hikaru joins Yoshiki's family for dinner. Then we have a post-credit scene where we catch up on Tanaka, and he is with one of the elders, the mustachioed Takeda, after Takeda had prodded him about his apparent act of laziness in regards to the situation he's at the village for. Takeda follows Tanaka out into the woods, where Tanaka breaks a small shrine and then sets a lure out for the being Nanuki that may or may not be the thing that's inhabiting Hikaru. And that's pretty much where we have the episode left off. Much like last week's episode, this one really kind of drilled down onto one plot concept and focused most of its attention on this parallel struggle between the boys and dealing with the yokai that was haunting Kaoru. Thoughts on the episode?
Creepy. Creepier could happen.
It got back to a base level of creepy that you were a little bit more satisfied with.
I want it to continue being that creepy, and maybe some more. I also want to know what happened with that the railroad demon.
Yeah. I feel that we did not get a resolution to Rie's encounter with that being.
Yes. I want to know what happened.
We may find out.
On spooky, scary skeletons. Also, Tanaka's a dickhead.
It's hard to say.
Finds shrine in woods, starts kicking it.
Well, you saw Takeda was like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, refuses to elaborate. Cuts hand, puts blood on bell. Continues to refuse to elaborate. We see a very quick one-frame flash of a desiccated being
And then Takeda musing to himself as to whether or not Tanaka is going to be good for the village.
Yep.
And whether or not he cares either way.
Did you notice the single frame?
I don't think so.
I caught it out of the corner of my eye for a second because I looked away for just a second.
Okay.
And I saw it flash onto the screen. And I was like, and I rewound it and I slowed it down and I saw it flash up. And it's like something going like this with the circle.
Oh, okay. Circles for its, like scribbled circles for its eyes and mouth, you would say?
Yes.
Okay.
And it looks like dried, desiccated skin.
A dehydrated corpse.
Yes.
Maybe not dissimilar from the desiccated heads that were used as wards by
because it
Hikaru's
flashed,
family.
It flashed up as Tanaka was talking about whatever, like he put the blood on the bell.
Yeah.
He yeeted it, and then it popped up. It was very fast. And I don't think if I was staring right at the screen, I would have seen it. Just because it happened outside in my peripheral vision.
Sure.
Is why I think I caught it.
Any more thoughts on the show?
Keep up the scary.
It was a pretty
I want more
straightforward
scary.
episode, I think.
Want more scary.
You don't want more delving into the intimacy of Hikaru and Yoshi?
No, like, it's okay to have that stuff too. It's just I want a purported horror anime to have more horror in it. I'm also not the type of person that believes that psychological thrillers are horror. But some people are convinced that they are, and I strongly disagree.
I would suspect that the threatening aura of the story will increase as the story progresses. I think as we get towards the resolution of it, things might get more threatening.
Yeah.
This week on Sakamoto Days,
We continue the fight with a part, and we then get a horrifying backstory where Homie was a self-prescribed outcast, was probably also excluded because he was not the most outgoing individual, was excluded because people thought he was weird, was ignored by his mother. The only person that would talk to him was his dad, and to fix his seclusion was to give him some weird Raggedy Andy doll and like just do the old, "You'll get this, chap, don't worry about it." Sends him out with a pat on the head and a "do better next time, buddy." Goes out, gets bullied, develops textbook psychological disorder from being ignored, which then evolves into textbook, "I'm just going to start killing people," and have severe psychological damage from being ignored by his parent and most of society. Butchers a cat. The dad then immediately 180s and like, there has to be something wrong with him because no one just butchers a cat, instead of realizing that maybe the psychological abuse from your bitch of a wife isn't helping. Yes, he kills people, but it's kind of not his fault.
It's textbook psychopathy.
Yes, I feel bad for him.
Yeah. His outlet for internal positivity was the wrong direction.
Yes. But also that much psychological neglect
Oh, yeah.
just leads people to that. It opens the door for the potentiality for that manifesting, is what I should say. And I'm just like, I actively feel bad for this character.
And apparently the creator does too.
Good. I'm glad I'm on the same page as the creator.
Well, we'll get there. We'll get there.
But it's just a part. I don't want to say I'd give him a hug because he might kill me, but I can see why Sakamoto took pity on him and took him to Grandma Mika or whatever. And I'm just like, I want to know what's going to happen to him. Like, I'm invested in a part. And yeah, that was a big portion of the episode. Flashback, more fight.
Well,
Tokyo, the Sky Tower.
No, Tokyo. It was Tokyo Tower.
Tokyo Tower is like partially collapsing. Sakamoto saves it. Then Sleepy Samurai shows up, cuts part of one of the platforms, fixes it.
Counter saves Tokyo Tower.
And then Sakamoto takes apart to Grandma Mika's. And
the holistic woman we met in episode 4.
That's where the main part of the episode ends. And then we get this adorable after credit sequence where we find out that everybody on Team Sakamoto ends up hanging out with Heisuke in their free time. Shin goes to airsofting, and
I forgot what the other activity was.
It was a bar.
Oh, did they go get like yakiniku or something?
Yeah, they got beer. And then Lou and Heisuke go to an arcade together to try out new games that came out in the arcade. And then Sakamoto invites him over for dinner with his family. And then we get Heisuke and Hana hanging out as Hana is riding on Heisuke's shoulders as he's pretending to be a roller coaster.
So determine Heisuke doesn't do anything. He's everybody's buddy.
Yeah, and he's jobless. We knew this last season.
Well, yeah, he got fired from the order because he sucks as an assassin. He doesn't meet their stringent requirements.
I liked the psychoanalysis.
Of a part? Well, it's the textbook style of how one becomes a mass murderer.
I think of all four of the
killers.
Of the killers, I feel that a part is least responsible, followed closely by what's her face? Dump. She more is just selfish in her feelings than in a part's case where he just needed basic human interaction and just no one was giving it. Like, human interaction is kind of a basic human need.
Yeah.
It's in the hierarchy of human needs.
Mm-hmm.
It's like one of the foundations is being properly socialized. And if you don't get that, you turn into fucking degenerates or murderers or shit like that because you don't know how to interact with people or how to feel like a normal person.
It's just a part's feeling of connection only triggered when he was knee deep in their blood.
Yeah, because no one ever gave him an actual connection. Because even the dad with the doll thing, he's not taking responsibility for it. He's just passing it off on some little Raggedy Andy doll.
Correct.
How did this dude, which is unfortunate that there are thousands upon thousands of children across the world that have similar experiences to a part growing up. And it's devastating that people that shouldn't have children have children.
Yep.
And I wasn't expecting Sakamoto Days to make me feel and think about that kind of stuff today. So good on Sakamoto Days for making me think and feel about that.
Sakamoto himself is accepting of a part and has essentially allowed him within his family.
Correct.
At this point.
Well, at least within arm's reach of his family.
Yeah. So, as I said in the beginning,
there's still a barrier between his biological family.
Oh yeah, of course.
Because he obviously didn't take him home.
No, he didn't take him to the
with
store.
Aoi and Hana.
Yes.
But his found family, he's at least brought him within the sanctuary of them.
Yes.
So, and everybody treated him like he was a human being.
Yep.
Like,
I mean,
a bad human being, but a human being.
They all have blood on their hands, so
right.
Who are they to judge?
Right. Shin, Lu, Heisuke, they're all, well, maybe not Heisuke.
They've all killed.
Maybe not Heisuke. We don't know about 100% about it.
All right, fair. We don't know if Heisuke has actually successfully killed somebody.
But each and every one of them have killed people in the past.
Correct.
And at least in Sakamoto's eyes, what's the difference between a serial killer and an assassin? Besides a moral code.
He has even commented on that in the past, hasn't he? Correct. Or at least the show has.
Correct. And he's made slight comments on that in the past. That's kind of why I brought it up, is because he has kind of talked about it.
I don't understand why they chose not to just call it Tokyo Tower and merge Tokyo Tower and Tokyo Skytree's names together. It's not like Tokyo Tower is a copywritten property of a corporation. It's just a building.
They are in Tokyo, aren't they?
Oh, maybe that is it. Maybe it's just they're not realistically in Tokyo. It's just a facsimile of it.
Yeah.
Okay, all right, we'll go with that one. That might be what it is.
I don't think they're actually in Tokyo. It's
Tokyo and everything but name, I think. Okay, all right, no, we'll go with that. That makes sense now.
Remember, this is an alternate universe.
This is true.
Of our universe.
Oh, you're forgetting the last thing. What did Slur do in this episode?
Oh, yeah, Slur and one of his goons decided to go. We find out that Slur was using the serial killers as a distraction for the Order so that they could go and just...
Yeah, they want to take down their headquarters within the city.
Slur is slurring it up.
Slur is making his move, and it looks like...
Those two characters were very charismatic with each other, Slur and his lackey.
Slur looked like he was part of a K-pop band.
Yep. As I was expecting one of the songs from K-pop Demon Hunters to start playing in the background. Or a Stray Kids album.
BTS is coming back?
This week, it was kind of one continuous story arc. We pick up where we last left off, where Nagamo gets picked up by the butler, gets taken back to the mansion of Miss Tanabe, who puts her in her...
Two towers rise out of the ground.
Yeah. Did you also notice that was claymation?
Yes.
It's like, good for the show. A lot of claymation this episode. these two hospitality towers pop up, and it becomes like this dungeon crawl to try to escape as Nagumo and the good person, the
really
guy,
nice guy,
are trying to escape this together. As they're trying to do this, Nikura is still looking for her locket.
Well, don't forget, Wako shows up too and joins.
Oh
them
yeah,
in
Wako
the
shows
crawl.
up because Wako is chaotic neutral. She joins the trio as they traverse down the tower. Nikura, which, mind you, at this point when we switch to Nikura, Nagumo and gang are still in frame as they've split the frame of the show into two separate simultaneous casts of what's going on. We literally get picture in picture. Nikura finds Echan and Matsuri, who have little
The weird cat with bunny
weird
ears
cat bell thing
that
who
has
has
the
her locket. She has this internal struggle with her demons again to try to steal back her own locket. Fails. The cat escapes again. Cat jumps on car. And then we get two twin girls who look like a third girl. So I think they're triplets. We then get frame in frame in frame in frame as we have Nagumo and Nikura, who got called by Nagumo to come and pick her up at the tower, even though she's on foot. So she's running to the tower. We have the cat napping on the car. We have the girls looking at the cat on top of the car. We have Echan and Matsuri walking.
Yeah, going on their normal after-school
their
adventures.
normal childish adventures. And then we get the soccer team, who find I wasn't sure what that was.
Tsuchinoko.
Yeah, I don't know what a Tsuchinoko is.
Tsuchinoko is a Japanese indigenous Yuma.
So they find a cryptid, and then we get this whole thing with the cryptid, which was wild. Then that becomes a frame in frame in frame in frame. Matsuri's dad gets brought into the hospitality van with a bunch of older folks, and Granny, landlady, like shinobis herself on the bottom of the limo to come to this tower to hunt down Nagumo. And we just get all these frame and frame and frame and frames. And it's insanity until we finally culminate in basically a Where's Waldo event.
It was truly Richard Scarry's Busytown.
Yeah.
There was a festival going on at Tanabe's house.
Yes.
And it just seemed the entire city just ended up there.
And this episode was insanity. Like just actual factual insanity.
Never seen anything like that before, have you?
Not in any animes that I've watched.
Even outside of anime?
No. No, I've never seen anything like that before.
This is an episode where you have to watch it multiple times because there's so many different places to look through damn near half of the episode.
I got so overloaded with information that my brain wasn't connecting that there was multiple frame and frames until one of them switched to the static no signal.
Oh, wow. That was quite a bit of the way into it.
And I was like, what the fuck's going on? And so I rewound until I got to the point where there was no frame and frames.
Yeah.
And I just watched. And then I watched as they gradually kept...
It starts when the three idiots in the tower begin their journey through the tower.
Yes.
That's when it starts.
Yes.
And it concludes kind of when they get done with the tower. And then it just turns into this weird interactive blob puzzle piece.
Yeah.
Menagerie of everybody hanging out at this festival at Tanabe's house.
And then all of a sudden,
Tanabe.
And then all of a sudden, all of those puzzle pieces fit together.
Well, they start globbing into each other.
Well, right.
And
but did you notice that when they all fit together,
Yeah.
all of the puzzle pieces repeated at the same time?
yes,
Yeah. Just
brilliance.
good, yes. But I was watching it right after D&D. So I was just so sensory overloaded.
That's fair.
I also had to watch the no signal one a couple times. I'm like, what the fuck's happening? And then I realized it was fucking Granny Landlady going fucking sicko mode.
Yeah, she snuck into the tower.
Yeah. Weird. This lady is a yokai.
That there were two ways to leave the tower thing. One was wait in the fantastic hospitality reception area. And then when the award ceremony was going to happen, you'd cross a bridge over to the other tower and get rewarded with whatever reward Tanabe wants to give you. The other alternative is to defeat the different bosses on all of the levels as you're working your way down to the ground floor to get out. And I loved that every single boss they encountered defeated itself some way or another. There was the guy who had a cold.
One was on maternity leave.
Yeah. Another one was, didn't that one and the other boss fight each other or something like that and get distracted? It was the wizard, so amusing.
The wizard on the first level.
His thing was like, I'll let you go if you figure out all my tricks. And then his tricks just exploded because his hidden birds were fighting him.
And then he was doing magic tricks at the festival.
It was madcap, ridiculous insanity. I loved it. It was such an amusing and unique episode.
There was a lot of insanity.
I'm so happy this is being animated. I can't wait to read this in the manga when the series gets over with. I want to see what this is like in the manga.
Yeah, that would be entertaining.
I may have to just start cracking into that sooner than later because I'm really curious how this story segment was handled in just ink and paper. Kyoto Animation. Anything else on City?
I love this show.
It was another good week.
It was a very good week.
These shows have been consistently high performing, I feel.
We've been blessed with some good anime this core. 2 summers in a row. We've gotten some really good shows.
Yeah. Traditionally, the summer season was kind of the off season, whereas all the bangers came out in the fall and the spring.
But lately, we've been getting some solid stuff.
Summer's been pretty good. Yeah, been pretty good.
At least the last 2 years.
Yep. No, I like how Hikaru is playing on the hidden idol world of adolescence, the world that adults don't see.
Yeah.
With the twist of supernatural and unsettling activities. I kept wondering how they were going to explain away the fact that their uniforms were so wet. But then his mom was like, "Did you guys fall in a river?" And they just kind of chuckled. I'm like, "Oh, nice save." Because my mom would have been like, "What the fuck did you do?" And I'd stammer and she'd be like, "No, you need to tell me what really happened."
Just don't have a stutter. Easy.
I would have definitely thought of an alibi. 100%. 100%. I'm glad that it came up too.
Yeah.
But, it was, she solved that mystery for herself.
They have Hamburg steak a lot.
I mean, it's good.
Yeah.
Sakamoto Days looks like we may have another semi-regular character in a part. Who the hell names their kid Apart?
Right. That too.
Right.
That too. Fucking they named him Apart. I was like,
literally,
you set
that's
him
his
up.
Birth name.
You set him up to be a serial killer.
Yep, true indeed. Yeah.
It's his parents' fault.
Yeah, 100%. 100%. His parents' fault. And City breaking the mold, doing unconventional things for maximum effect.
Literally.
Loved it. KyoAni for the win yet again. We got anything else?
No, but they know where to always find us. They can find us here on YouTube, Discord, Spotify. Always make sure to check out Steve's blog where he regularly talks about more than just the animes we're reviewing this season. Check out our individual stuff too. There's always my miniature painting Instagram. There's
all the links are below for where to find and how to find.
But just in case people just browse past and never look at any of our links, it's always good to bring them up every once in a while.
True. Yep. Just kind of look for the Otaku Network podcast or the Otaku Network.
And as always, smash that bell so you can get notified when we regularly post. Otherwise, we always post every Wednesday and every Friday. Friday's the main episode of the podcast, and Wednesday is our Anime Plus, where we will be talking about Where Rascal Doesn't Dream of Santa Claus this season.
All right. Thanks for listening. See you guys next time.